Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Amplified server. Oh yeah, we're over here at the gold farm, one of the first things we ever built here on the server, and I'm getting myself some XP. For what reason? I don't know. I came over here to pick up some gold actually, and then I decided to stand here. So I thought, hey, let's start off this episode by doing a little bit of enchanting. And this place has changed, by the way. Impulse has done some work up here. I can't remember if I ever actually showed that. It was on my notes, and I think I might have forgotten to come up here. But yes, he's made some changes. We've got some pigmen here that are always aggressive, so the farm works automatically, which it's had some problems recently, but today it seems fine. We've got anvils, we've got enchanting, we've got villagers to trade with for emeralds. There's so much that we can do here now. It's awesome. But I had a little bit of an interesting thing a moment ago. You see, I've been AFKing for a while. We've now got 100 levels of XP, and I came over here and I was standing like this, like right here. And I thought, how on earth am I now standing here when I left AFK standing over here? So I was talking to Tango, who was online about it. He suggested that a skeleton could shoot you. Of course, there's going to be no skeletons here in the Nether. And possibly we reckon it might have been a zombie, a social zombie spawned, and then he attacked me and pushed me over here, which would make sense because if you look at my armor, it's taken a little bit of a beating, and I'm pretty sure last time I looked at this yesterday, these things had like 1 or 2 hits each, and now they've got over 100, which would suggest that something has attacked us while we're AFK. But then that poses the question, what attacked us, and why did it stop, and why did it disappear? I don't know. It's a little bit of a mystery. I thought I'd share it with you guys so that you can theorize. And if you've got an idea, let me know with a comment, because that's had me scratching my head for quite some time. But the biggest clue there has got to be the armor. That's definitely taken a lot of damage. So anyway, I got my gold. We can get some more from these chests. I've got a feeling, though, that these ones right here are going to get rid of the items when they're full up, because I wanted to collect all of this gold and craft it, and I don't think it goes to the chests down below anymore. But anyway, we're going to step away from here because I need to go get some books and other things to do some enchanting, and I don't actually... That scared me for a second there. We went down a little bit too quick. Let's go back up to the level right here. Oh, actually we're at the top one. Okay, so I did that wrong. Let's right click now. Oh god, that is really scary. And now we're at the right level. That's cool. You look angry. Are you angry? You are now. You're dead now. You got no choice about it. Okay, so we've got a couple of angry guys down here as well. Let's kill them. Something seems to have changed. Oh no, that's just the old enchanting system. So yes, the gold no longer comes down here. That worries me a little bit because we used to collect lots of it. Oh, there we go. We still get those ones. That's good to see. And that's what I came here for. So anyway, I'm going to head back and get some books and stuff and come back here and do some more AFKing and enchanting. I have no plan for today's episode at the moment. I've got a few things in mind, need to go over my list, but I thought, hey, let's just start recording right now. You're not angry, are you? But I'm going to kill you anyway. Alright then, let me go gather some supplies and we'll do a little bit of enchanting. Ah, well, not this again. You've got to run over it like that. There we go. What are you doing? We're not farming anymore. Silly guy. It happened again. I'm pretty sure we've taken about another 20 hits on our helmet here. When I came back to the computer, I was standing over in this corner, which is kind of worrying. So something can get here, and it can disappear as well, and it can attack you, or move you. I don't know. It's very, very confusing. But anyway, I did some enchanting. We didn't really need anything specifically, so I got a load of books. Look, loads of goodies, just more stuff to make things easier in the future. So I'm glad we did that, because I've done all the other jobs that I've been doing today, and now we can go down into the Nether and do a little bit of building. Now apparently there is a ladder at the bottom of this, and in order to find out, there you go, we're just going to drop down. So we're going to go back into the Nether, we're going to continue work, and I think you've seen enough of the Nether to know what it looks like at the moment, so I'm just going to go down there and pick something that needs doing and get my build on. Alright, so this thing over here needs some attention. It's been a big, ugly cobblestone box for too long, and boy oh boy did I have to wrestle with that temptation to move this over to the right. You can see, let's have a look where this aligns. It aligns with that one there. If we go over here, look at that, it's out by 2 blocks. If it was 1 block in that direction, the entire thing would line up perfectly with the roof, and that would make me very happy. But we must ignore those kind of things because it would be a huge time sink. So what we're going to do is this. We've just sort of opened up the whole front, and I put an andesite column going across there, which might actually change. But what I'd like to do in this area is bring some red into the hub. You guys have been telling me that some red will look good with this, and I've been thinking about ways we can bring red in here, and I'd like to start off with this tunnel over here actually. So what we're going to do, and when I say tunnel I do mean a vertical one, But we're going to play around with some reddish colours and some orange. So these three right here I picked out, and I'm thinking some sort of wall pattern going up all the way along the side would look really cool. Where can we actually put like a little bit of these textures next to one another? Let's not do that in case there's a ghast outside, but yeah, red and yellow always look nice together. Over on this side though, there's not so much sandstone, but I'm just going to place these down and figure things out as I go along. Now, one other thing that I did try here, by the way, was the sandstone curve to bring it around the back and alongside this wall, which looked alright, but then it kind of looked odd over here because it exposed some redstone. So I decided to move these pillars forward, and in order with keeping things kind of, I'm not sure what the word would be, but you know, orderly, I guess. You can see that's in line with that, so our next set is in line as well. And so are these ones, you can see in line with the edge of this thing, and I've even put some down the front here. What I'm thinking is we might put some slabs on top of this. We could actually put ones that are the same colour, or supposed to be the same colour as the one on the floor. Would that look right? That looks okay, and then maybe we'll connect it to this thing as well. But that's probably going to stay as slabs because that's what we've used to put all of these down. However, there is potential to change it because you can see here there's loads of this netherrack around the outside. This is actually placed down by Monkey Farm, and he was using it to bring some horses through the nether. And I thought if we just extend these slabs out on the side anyway, then it becomes a walkway as well, and we're not going to lose any functionality or change anything drastically. So we only gain something. So now I think this tunnel, as it goes up, will have blocks that go out to the side and connect. So you can also use it for horses, which makes tons of sense because we want to make this whole thing horse friendly as well. So anyway, let me grab these blocks. Let's try and find ourselves a decent pattern. So that's not going to work, is it? Perhaps if that thing didn't line up with this, it might. But what I'm doing here is just bringing down the dark oak so it kind of mirrors what's on the floor with the slab, which I think actually by itself looks cool. But anyway, I do like this, by the way. I really like the warmth of the colour compared to the kind of colder vibe you get from this part of the room. But anyway, let's go around this side so you can see what I was doing. I was just thinking about how this is now going to extend around to the back here. Hello, go away. And I decided to make it poke down through the sandstone. But that didn't work at all, did it? And as for this area right here, I think we might need some lighting in it and some other details on the wall as well. However, we're going to experiment with these things right here, the slabs kind of extending all the way over to the walls. Did I leave a half slab there? Yes, I did. Let's use that to get down. So I've been gathering some wood, slowly extending this thing upwards. I like the design, and not too much more really to talk about. Not much has been done, and False just whacked me when she went past. Fair enough. I'll take that. Anyway, if we hop up here, I've got something to show you. So I was looking at where these were going, where they were spaced out. I noticed that this was 4 wide, and I'd actually put this in the wrong spot, so it's been moved over by 1, so that's a slight change. And over here, there's supposed to be 2 pillars on this side, right? Well, it means that the pattern would be uneven. So I actually at some point thought, why don't we remove that and see what happens? And they happen to meet up when you leave the beams out on this side. So this wall's going to be slightly different. As you can see, we've still got a fair way to go all the way up there. The netherrack is kind of obscuring how far we actually... What is she playing at? She's trying to kill me or something. I can see where she went. Looked like she went down into the lava, actually. What the hell? Am I imagining things? Anyway, I know she's live streaming at the moment, so maybe she's just having fun with that. So I was looking at this and I was thinking, if we put a diorite block here, all it's doing is actually powering the redstone lamp. So if that's powered, then we can clean that up and make that look nice. And I think this is a nicer transition than when it was out by 1. So anyway, the reason that I started recording is that Tango is online. He has been online all day. Now he's not online. That throws a wrench in our works. Okay, well I was going to go and find Tango because apparently he's set up a challenge for Biffa's Head Games where he doesn't want to be killed, so he's put himself in some sort of trap which will make it hard for us to kill him. And I'm very curious as to what he's done, so I'm probably going to hit him up on Skype and find out what happened to him. So maybe we'll go over there and check that out, or maybe we'll continue work on this. Alright, we're now heading over to Tangos Base, and I've got to say I've had a terrific time just a while back on a live stream, hanging out with Cube Hamster and friends, celebrating his 100,000 subscriber special. That was a lot of fun, and that will be uploaded to the second channel if you haven't heard me talk about that already. Links in the description box. Anyway, let's focus on what Tango said. He told me that apparently we have to jump down here, there'll be a bed and a chest, and that we might die. And I'm assuming the bed and chest is down there. If we die, right now, with all my good gear on, I'm going to be upset. But hey, let's do this. Let's drop down below and see what's going on. Let's block. Okay, so here's the chest. Oh, there's a a book here as well. So Tango's logged in at the moment, by the way. Greetings, Biffa. I hear that you would like to remove my head. Well, I will give you a chance at it. With some agility and a little brain power, it will be yours. But first, some rules. 1. No breaking or placing any blocks. 2. No ender pearls. 3. If death gets the best of you, you may use fire resistance potions at the cost of your dignity. You would be wise to sleep in this bed and remove anything valuable before proceeding. There is no bed here. That's what I'm worried about. Maybe the bed's up ahead. So yeah, there are some rules. I was wondering what exactly he's done if we're not able to break and place blocks. So he's over there, and there's the bed. Okay. Alright, he set up a little challenge. This looks like fun. By the way, he did say it was cool for other people to come over here and do this. In fact, I brought my own chest, so we'll put that next to the bed down the bottom here. So, I'm going to change over my armour as well. I don't think this is really going to help, but because it's all iron, it's all disposable. So let's chuck everything in here. He said we could use fire resistance. I brought a regeneration and a bucket of water as well, but I think that might be a little bit cheaty. Actually, if there's lava and I use that, we could spoil a lot of things. So let's not do that. Let's just dump all of this in here. We'll take a couple of carrots for food. And there we go. Right, we're good to do it. And it's not night time. Brilliant. Okay. Do you know what? I don't mind the walk. Let's do this. Let's have a look. Yes, lava is the way it's going to work. If you fall in the lava, then you're going to die. And Tango, oh, there he is. He's all the way over there. Okay, cool. So I get it. It's a parkour challenge. And it looks like one that I'm going to die at very quickly. So do I want to pay attention or do I just want to go for it? I kind of feel like I could stare at this for ages and not really learn anything. Oh, and I'm going to jump right down on it, aren't I? Okay, I'll tell you what. Give me a minute here. So I've been looking at this for a while, and I don't feel like there's any sort of clear path that emerges. I feel like you just got to sort of go for it like this, and hopefully you get lucky. Now here's the thing that I've just realised. Because he said we could use a fire resistance potion, that means that we can swim up to the top here, climb over the netherrack, and I don't know if standing on that will do anything. Hopefully not. And there's also a button over here. Lava reset. Fair enough. I don't know what that's going to do. Yep, I don't think that does anything. And he said no breaking... Yeah, no breaking blocks, so you can go through like this. Interesting, using the fire resistance potion. I'm going to leave him be. That's a cool little challenge. Be interesting to see what Biffa makes of this. But yeah, there was no way I was ever going to do that parkour challenge. Very cool though. Very cool, Tango. Awesome idea. There's also no way out of here as well, I've just realised, which kind of sucks. And if I break the block with my fist, then we won't get it back. So I'm actually kind of stuck here for the moment. Let's see if there's another way out through here. Now I wonder if this would count, because I've just found a secret passageway and he's online. Let's hit him. He didn't fall in the lava, that could have been bad. Oh, awesome. Does this count? I could kill him right now. I'm not going to, obviously. Let's see what he says. Let's give him a potion bottle. Cheater, yeah, that's not the way to do it. So I'm kind of stuck in here. He said to break the blocks, but there appears to be no way out if I were to do that. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. I might just have to die and respawn. Oh, still got some fire resistance left. That's good. Can we sprint out? Yes, we can do it like that. Okay, cool. Let's leave this place. And we're back. I've done some more work over here, and really enjoying this project, gotta say. By the way, tidied up Slipgate's entrance right here, so now that looks a little bit neater, starts to tie in a little bit with what's around it. But anyway, let's focus on this thing. I've been thinking that the stone bricks that we got here look kind of out of place, and that maybe we need to get away from them. And where I've added some wooden slabs on top, I'm now wondering if we're going to end up changing the ones down below, which I really don't want to do. So I might change the material of this, but it fits in with its surroundings. And one more thing I'd like to do here is putting some lighting. So at some point we're going to have some sea lanterns in where the glass is, and that should hopefully illuminate it a little bit more. Although it actually looks pretty good, even though it's a bit moody. But anyway, I've put down the wooden slabs on top of this, and you'll notice here that I've left a gap on the outside and made this too wide. If I recall correctly, horses are 1.5 wide, right? So they're not going to fall off the edge. And in that way we have a gap. It doesn't go all the way out to the wall, and that just makes it feel a little bit more connected and a little bit open in here. Then at this point what I've done is I've put down some slabs because I don't want things spawning on here, and after putting them down I thought it looked a little bit ugly, so what I might do is change these over to the stone slabs like this. That's going to mix with the andesite a lot better. But over here where the wood overlaps slightly, it might look a little bit odd. It might actually not. Let's find out. That doesn't actually look too bad at all. Success! That looks better. Okay, we're going to go with that. And maybe we'll be able to leave these stone bricks in. I don't know, these other ones just look a little bit odd now, I think, compared to the rest of the room. And I really don't want to go around and replace them. So for now, what I'm going to do is focus on continuing the construction here. So you can see this is as far as I've got. We've still got a very long way up to go. We've probably done about half of it before we reach the bedrock. And then... bedrock! Why do I keep saying W's for R's lately? I don't know what that is. But once we get up to the bedrock, whatever's above it, I don't know what to do with at this point, but that's a whole other project up there on top of the nether, I guess. So I can continue working on this while I think about the stone bricks, but we're also going to test those sea lanterns as well. So just 2 more things to do. Ah, this looks really cool. I'm glad I decided to look up, and boy oh boy, have I done a lot of work here. We're yet to do the sea lanterns and glowstone. I've been trying to do as much of this around the edge as I can, and that is a ridiculous amount. Still got a little bit left. For some reason, I had a huge stockpile of these 3 colours in my base. I don't know why it was that I decided to mine so much of that out earlier, but now that we're using it, I guess it served its purpose, so to speak. And I did say we were going to experiment with the lighting, so that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to go get some glowstone and sea lanterns, and also we might be meeting up with Jevin, although I haven't heard back from him. If you remember in the last episode we dropped him off a wither fighting kit. Well, unfortunately that didn't work out for him. The same thing that I struggle with, he had unfortunately withered away. You know when you're looking at your hearts and you're withered and they're all really dark, it's really difficult to tell how many hearts you actually had, and he didn't notice, and unfortunately he didn't succeed with the fight, and then he lost all of his items and the nether star as well. When he tried to get back there, they had despawned, which is really unfortunate. So I said to him, let's fight the wither together, and then I'll hook you up with those beacons, which we have 20 of because we crafted them in the live stream. And I'll put a link to the live stream in the description box as well if you didn't catch it from the last episode. So anyway, let's just grab a stack of those and a stack of glowstone, and we'll go back and try this. So yeah, you can see I put a ton of time and effort into this today. Let's just hop back up here, and how much more do we actually have of those colours? Like a stack, another stack, and then a stack of red. I've always been taking an even amount as well. Oh, we got tons of red. Okay, but we need to go back for more hardened and orange as well. So yeah, we just put a ton of time and resources into this, and still more to go because it's a massive tunnel up to the bedrock at the top. But anyway, let's go into the nether again and let's try out these different lighting sources. Well, it's brighter, and it certainly makes this area pop out a heck of a lot actually. That made a huge difference, and I decided to space this out a fair amount. I was thinking maybe getting some dark between the light on the walls would look good, although what I've done is I put a glowstone here, so we just go above where the half slab is, and then round on the opposite side we put one right here, and between the two it actually distributes the light pretty well around all of this area. So now it's really illuminated and bright, and I actually think in general it's a lot nicer, it's a lot better. So if we continue going up, you can see this is the last glowstone, so now it starts to get dark, and as it gets darker, it doesn't look quite as good, does it? I think we're going to go with this, and I could try the sea lanterns as well. I think the gold, actually, the glowstone just fits in so much better considering we're using reds, and you know it's going to go alongside it a little better. This brings in a little bit of green. It does kind of mix with the glass more, but I think the glowstone is the one we're going to go with. Plus it's the nether, so it always kind of feels like it's in place. But yes, that's how we're going to do the lighting. I think we've made a good decision there, and we'll continue this all the way up to the top.
I've been helplessly addicted to vanilla.
Yeah, I'm sort of going through a little phase of like constantly wanting to play all the time. I don't know what it is. It just kind of comes and goes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is looking great, by
I've
the
been
way.
playing modded for so long, and then like I've just got into this base so much that it's like.
Oh, this is cool. You know exactly where you're going.
Oh yeah, I know exactly where I'm going.
Oh yeah, Vanilla's such a simpler game compared to modded. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
It's a smaller set of ideas to work with, but then that just makes it easier to kind of get your ideas into action.
A little slime farm.
All right, sweet. I can see a slime jumping off of it.
You probably want to.
Oh, night vision. I got 1 minute of that. Yeah, unless you throw it. Did you throw it at the wall?
I tried to throw it up and hit myself in the face with it, but I missed. I'm gonna do another one in a second.
Yeah, if it hits your player, it gives you the maximum effect. If it hits.
Yeah. I did a video on that before.
All right, sweet.
Where if you throw it up and if it hits you directly, you get most of it, and then it's like 2 minutes less if it hits the wall, and like all kinds of crazy stuff.
All right, there's a little bit of room so we can see. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in a second. All these potions.
Yeah, same here. I'm want to know when you're ready, and I want to start taking mine.
All right, 1, 2. Okay, night vision. I'll take mine again. I'm gonna run out. That's the way to do it. Strength, and
I'll probably eat a golden apple too.
Yeah, I'd wait until he's actually spawned for anything else.
Yeah.
Right, I'm good. I think I'm good to go. So the deal is,
I'm good too.
We kill this, and then you get the beacons.
Yay!
All right, here we go. Remember to block. That's something I forgot to do last time I fought these guys. All right, I'm gonna pop some regeneration.
That's the one thing I don't have. I can't find gas in the Nether.
Oh man, I find them all the time. I'll have to work on that. Okay, while he's low, we can just whack him with the sword a couple of times. Oh, I don't have my smite sword. I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference. You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Sweet. Yeah, I've got like half a heart. It's so difficult to tell. Okay, he's coming down. He's going to die so quick now.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's getting ping-ponged between the two of us. There we go.
Woo! Yay! I finally got one. Now I'm gonna eat another apple.
Well, I'm down to 4 hearts. You might want to check how many you've got.
I've got 9. 9, yeah, 9. Hard to see, man.
It is. I've also got 20 seconds of regen, so I might need to pop a notch apple.
Okay, make sure you got one.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, I'm full health.
Here you go.
Really
Here's the
didn't
beacons.
do much damage to my armor either. Thank you for the beacons, sir.
No problem.
And finally have speed. Yay!
Oh, you're gonna love it around the base. Okay, I'm good.
Awesome. Thank you for fighting that with me.
No problem. No
Because
problem.
apparently I can't do it on my own.
Oh, it's everyone has that sometimes. It's so difficult to tell. I think a texture pack like that changes it is something I'm interested in. Like I want one where you can clearly see like how many hearts
definitely.
you actually have.
That might be something. That might be a good idea. You know how Mumbo kind of has like his custom like add-ons to his for vanilla. Might be something worth doing actually.
I've got a couple as well. I've got clean glass, so you don't have the little dots, and I've got lowered fire as well.
Yeah, I think I might have to do something like that.
All we need is something to make these particle effects a little less in your face.
Oh yeah, I love the particles in the game. I just hate how it's just like it's so full. I mean, just looking at you, it's just like radiating off of you. You know.
That's it. So. It looks good on you because it's over there, but when it's right in front of your face, then it just distorts your view.
Awesome. All right, sir.
Changed.
Well, thanks for the battle and the little collab. I think this is besides UHC, I think this is the first video we have done together.
It is actually. That needs to change. We should
exactly
find some reasons to do some things together again.
We should just team up and kill everybody.
We could kill Biffa.
Oh, I'm definitely in with that.
I spoke to him earlier. He's lost power quoting, whatever it's called. He's lost my skull, so he's coming after me as well.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get him.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man.
It all makes sense now. Jevin was saying to me that he got the beacon beams to line up with the portal perfectly, and I didn't understand what he meant, but now I can see exactly what he meant. And I've been thinking, this portal right here, it looks a little bit plain, a little bit vanilla on its lonesome. Maybe we should build a bit of a building around that, kind of tidy it up and make it look pretty. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I now need to start preparing for the next one. I've got a whole bunch of things that I want to do and not a lot of time. And by the way, he chose Jump Boost, which I'm not too happy about. Might have to speak to him about that one. I think jump boost kind of slows you down a bit. It's not something I'm a fan of. But anyway, we've been doing Hermitcraft every other day. Please do leave a like, show some support if you've been enjoying that. And this episode, we only got to focus on the one project, which is part of doing these videos every other day, I guess. Not enough time to do all the things I want to, but we'll finish that off probably in the next one, as well as doing some other things as well. So that's it from me of this episode. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I have a second channel where you can find additional videos of my Twitch live streams. If you're interested in watching one of my live streams, then come over to Twitch and hit that follow button to be notified of when I go live. And if you're not subscribed over here on YouTube, then feel free to subscribe for more content like this. I also have a creative plot world server, play.xisumavoid.com, where you can build on your own plot and join in the fun with our wonderful community. And if you like social media, then you can interact with me on Twitter at xisumavoid.com. Links to all the relevant things can be found in the description box below.